Hello everyone! So today is our 5-year anniversary. So congratulations to me. I made it 5 years.
Yay!
Yay! And we're going to Bristol, so that's like 2 hours west of London. And we're gonna go check out, there's two things that Bristol's known for. So it's known for like their suspension bridge, and it's known for Banksy, which is this really famous artist, and there's supposed to be like his graffiti all over Bristol. And it's on the water, so it's supposed to be really pretty. And we've got an indoor pool, so we're gonna get to enjoy that even though it's freezing outside. So yeah, see you guys there. So on our way to Bristol, we're on the M4 and we're passing this bridge, this blue bridge that has some graffiti on it. And apparently this bridge is known for its graffiti, and poor Network Rail has to constantly paint over it. So this time it says Boris's Helch. So we know who Boris is. He's obviously our Prime Minister. But who is, or what is Helch? Well, nobody knows. So we decided to look this up on Google, and apparently there's a whole article about this bridge. But the meaning of Helch is still unknown. According to Urban Dictionary, it's a combination of hiccup and burp. So take that as you will. So we've now reached our hotel, which is the Doubletree. Took us about 2 hours to get here. And it's nice because there's free parking available, which is really convenient. They still have the Christmassy kind of feel. The decorations are still there. It's a pretty decent, normal looking lobby, if you will. They still have some of the lights and things going on. So here's our room. Again, pretty normal kind of room. It has your typical bathroom, pretty clean. The water pressure was decent, no issues there. You know, your toiletries. As everybody knows, Doubletree is known for welcoming their guests with the ever-famous warm cookie. And here we are enjoying our warm cookies.
Well, a typical English weather. Unfortunately, there isn't much to view outside, but we have indoor pool. So in winter, we can go to pool and take advantage of warm indoor pool.
Are you taking a picture of the dog? Oh, because it's Bruno's hat.
Have you made a book at all?
Yeah.
And what name?
Yasmin, Abby. So after a nice relaxing time at the pool, we went to the restaurant at the hotel. And it was a nice little restaurant. The food was actually really good. The service was excellent, and the manager was actually really, really attentive. So we had no complaints about that. Typical restaurant, nothing too fancy, but the food was actually pretty amazing. So Saj had the typical burger. And I had the fish. So on our day out in Bristol, one of the nice architectures that we first saw was the Christ Church Clifton, which is this piece of architect that you see here. It was built in 1841, and it's known to be the highest point in Bristol skyline. It's about 213 feet tall, and it is a Grade 2 listed building, which basically means that it should be preserved in the UK. It's also a parish church, which means it's used for things like community services and other events. We have now reached the Clifton Suspension Bridge. The bridge itself is about 150 years old, and it joins Bristol and North Somerset. The bridge is currently funded by tolls. The toll is £1 this way and then £1 the opposite way. As you can see, it's quite narrow because it was originally built for horses and it was very light traffic. But it can still adjust to the 21st century, and about 12,000 cars pass by every year on this bridge. So as you can see, there's beautiful views all around the bridge. That is the River Avon that you're looking at currently, and you can also see views of just the city itself. In the evening, there is lights on the bridge, so it's very nice to see it in the evening as well. It gives you a different view. It was built by someone named Brunel. Unfortunately, Brunel passed and was not able to see the bridge to its completion, but it was completed still in his memory. The bridge is open 24 hours, and anyone can enter it as long as they pay the pound. As you can see, there's great views of the Avon George as well as the city of Bristol. And this is throughout the bridge on every side. One side of the bridge has a city view with a lot of hills, and the other side has the observatory, which we will see later on in the video. On the other side of the bridge is the observatory, and it's quite steep, so it's a little bit high up. Once you reach there, there is a small cafe where you can have coffees and drinks while you enjoy the view. We have now reached the Clifton Village. So here, there's a lot of little boutique shops. Again, you see all the architecture that the city is famous for. There's shops, cafes, and the architecture is the Georgian architecture. So there's a lot here to appreciate. And then you have your famous fish and chips, of course. It's very close to the suspension bridge, so we were able to walk over here and have lunch in the Clifton Village. Again, you can see the graffiti on the walls, which the city is known for. So our next stop is the museum. And this museum is free to enter, like a lot of the museums in the UK. The museum has a lot of the Bristol history as well as UK history. The building itself has beautiful architecture and is also a grade 2 listed building again, which means that it should be preserved. Here is the entrance of the museum. So right at the entrance is this beautiful painting of King Shah Jahan, who's ruled India. So the museum has a total of 19 galleries and 3 floors. So the second floor of the museum is dedicated to paintings. A total of 7 art galleries located in the museum. So we were determined to find one of Banksy's paintings in Bristol. So we went on a mission and we found this one, which is the girl with the pearl earring. It is located near the Bristol Marina, and we went in the dark, so we had to use our beam lights so we could actually see the painting. The best way to find the painting is to look for the clock tower, which will give you a reference of where the painting is located. So the girl's earring is actually an outdoor security alarm with ADT. The original painting was done by Vermeer, and it was supposed to be a pearl earring. Nobody knows the reason for the ADT security, but it's very common for Banksy to have this thought-provoking kind of street art. So here's another painting that I'm sure many of you are familiar with, and it's the girl with the balloon. So this particular painting sold for $1.37 million, just to give you an idea of how much his paintings are worth.